The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Lao Tzu. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Another day. It's not sunny out today, but that'll help without interfering, or at least there won't be a glare, hopefully. All right, big shout out to my featured author, the inspirational piece. Actually, there'll be two pieces, and I'll explain that a bit. By Planet of Diamond, or Planet of Diamonds by Dalton. It's an extraordinary read where we explore wonderful universe, different species. It's a road trip to the galaxy. So I want to do that this morning here. And Jay Dalton is a phenomenal, phenomenal writer. He just takes it to another level that it's just an amazing and just fantastic, fantastic read. So highly recommend Planet of Diamonds, as well as some of his other works, including The Gates of the Galaxy, The Saga of the Ones, which is just wonderful about bloodthirsty aliens. There's some genetics in there. I think you'll really, really love that one as well. There's A Gate to the Galaxy, which is the Saga of the Ones. It's a continuation. You do not need to get the entire series, though I highly, highly recommend that you do. I'm sure you're going to really be floored by the brilliant writing that's in those works. The Phoenix Experiments is another one that I really, really enjoyed reading as well. And then Words from a Broken Heart, which is a very touching book as well. All right, so let's get busy. I want to do two pours, and the reason for that is that because I'm attempting two different types of ring pours using different strategies. And one I'll do a straight pour, and one I'll just do a movement with my wrist and see how those affects that unknown and traveling our galaxies. Real, real simple palette this morning. What I've done is I've mixed Arteza Tallow Blue with God Ideal Cerulean Blue and a Chameleon Blue for that as well. And I mix those with just water. And then I'm using a white, which is Arteza Titanium White, again, just mixed with water. And I thought I would try these different types of pours, and I'm attempting a cloud pour. So I'll be using a mixture, which is a cloud pour that I created using half satin enamel, half white soft acrylic paint. I added about a tablespoon of GAC into this, and a little bit of Flutrol as well. So I'm hoping it works out as I attempt these two pours. So I leveled off my canvas. Hopefully they will remain that way. And I'll be using the exact same type of layers in each of these cups to see what difference we get, like exploring that universe and seeing um, those aliens that we might encounter there. All right, so just stirring up that satin enamel cloud base that I created. It's been sitting for a bit, which is good, but it always needs to be stirred to get it to kind of play together, and those ingredients or those ratios interact really well. So I'm going to start with a white, again titanium white, mixed with just water, trying to get the exact same ratios here as I continue with the layer. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're well. Getting close to the weekend. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. I just want to add a little bit of this cloud mixture. I'm going to try not to put too much because I know that it can overtake, and I don't want that to happen. But I do want to create a galactic feel to this with some clouds, of course. All right, so let me continue. Going to go in with some blue. Again, real simple palette, and I'm hoping this works out and that the colors will mingle and surprise us today. Again, Jay Dalton's writing is just brilliant, captivating, and just as a side note, and I suggest you do grab up his books, but follow him on Facebook as well as on X. His autographed books, which it's incredible to me, and one of the reasons that I'm so drawn to his works is his autographed books. He will autograph them for you, and they are offered. And when you make those purchases, those royalties from those autographed books go to charities. So, again, if you need another reason to grab Jay Dalton's works, I hope that you do so. And that gives you yet another reason. Joining the forces that are at play here, just adding a little bit more of that cloud mixture. Hoping this works out really well. Going in with a little bit more of that blue. Just layering, for the most part, it's just white and blue, as I said. Keeping a real simple, minimalist palette, though there's nothing minimalist about Jay Dalton's works for sure. In that Planet of Diamonds, which inspired this particular piece, we get to meet Jesse and Patrick and Corig, and they're on the run from the powers that be and those nefarious characters that want to reclaim the planet, a global mining industry whose plan is to eliminate the population, claim the planet, and of course, the uncut diamonds. And again, that's what inspired me to create this particular piece based upon my reading of Jay Dalton's Planet of Diamonds. I'm going to add just a touch more of that cloud mixture. And hopefully I'm not overdoing it. But again, I want to go in for that galactic feel here. I think that might be it for this. Okay, I want to go in with some more white. I'm trying to get the layers exactly the same just to see the different types of results that we get. Again, exploring that unknown, as in Jay Dalton's works, although sometimes it is known, but surprising nonetheless. Page turning reads, fantastic work. Dalton's writing, as I said, is just flawless. It's a level of its own, and I can actually see his works read like manuscripts. They're so rich with detail, and the characters are so relatable. They just draw you in, and definitely could see this into a movie form. Just want to make sure that there's an equal amount here. Again, just layering it out. Blue and white. And again, those are the three different colors that I used in this. So I'll be interested to see what happens with that combination here. Just adding some more white. I could see some of the cloud formations in the cup already. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to add some more of that white here. And do the same in this cup. Again, just going for the same layer or the same amount, as close as I possibly can. I'm seeing wonderful clouds here. I don't think I want to add any more of that cloud mixture, only because I don't want it to take it off to take over the composition, but I do want some cloud effect here. The thing about a cloud pour is that the longer it sits, the more clouds begin to form. But I'm going to torch it, and we'll see what happens here. I just want to check it out, make sure it is where it is. Clouds are great. Do think I'm going to add just a hint more. I know I said I wasn't going to overdo it. Do subscribe to my channel, please. Leave some comments for me. I appreciate all the comments, the follows are greatly appreciated. Those subscriptions, greatly appreciated. Okay, I'm going to add the regular white to this top, and I'm going to top it off with the blue. I did not prime these 12 by 12 canvas. They're gallery canvases, 1.5 deep. And so we'll see what happens. And again, I'm going to be doing 2 different types of pours to see what happens. One will be just a straight pour and allowing the paint to just go onto the canvas. And the other, I'll be just moving my wrist about a little bit just to see the difference here. And I'm going to put on my gloves before I get busy to the actual pouring part. And I'm going to be playing some music as you watch our galactic road trip. Again, inspired by Planet of Diamonds by Dalton. Do grab that one up, as well as his others. Alright, I'm going to let this one sit for a little bit, pop out some bubbles, not too many. I don't want to torch it too much, just a little bit. And I want to move on to this one, and just going to move my wrist about just a little bit with this. Going to put some of that white around the outer part of this. Just notice what's going on here. Let me just torch it just a little bit. I'm going to allow it to just percolate, and I'm noticing some cloud formations on that one already. So the longer it sits, the more clouds will form. I'm just putting some extra paint down on this 12 by 12 canvas. And let's see where our road trip into J. Dalton's galaxy takes us today. Diamonds. I thought, why not? Love blues. That sparkle of the blue. I always think of blue for diamonds. I don't know why. Although the cover of Planet of the Diamonds is quite beautiful. I'm so captivated by it. It's a silver and white and a rich blue effect to it. So I think it's quite fitting that this has that color palette as well. So just going to spread this out and turn some music back on. All right, and we're back. There are some real beautiful differences here, and yet there seems to be a connectivity that I really love. The cloud formations are starting to take shape, and as I said, the longer it sits, the more those cloud formations will come to the surface. So let me just torch it a little bit more. There are quite a few bubbles on the outer part as well. I do have it on turntable, and I'm not sure if I want to spin it or tilt it yet. It's perfectly balanced. Either direction that I go, it's going to alter it just a little bit, but I do want to just bring it so that you can see the difference between the two and notice that beautiful circular motion that's going on. And some of the colors, that blue and the white and the cloud mixture, have actually given it a lavender silver effect here. And here is the one where I just gently kind of moved my wrist about back and forth. So I think I do want to tilt first. I'm going to bring it down toward you a little bit. I don't want to lose too much of that. Loving what's going on. Just trying to expand the composition, but not lose the integrity of this piece. Again, inspired by Planet of Diamonds by J. Dalton. Grab those up. Just kind of expanding it out a little bit. Don't want to lose too much of those cloud formations. Tilt it so you can see what's going on here. Bring it back. Tilt it out that way. Bring it back. I love what's happening on along the sides. It's really, really pretty. Okay, let me just let this rest for a little bit, before we move on. And let me go to the other. Again, this was just moving my wrist about back and forth, loving the demarcations, the linear effect here is just beautiful. There was a little bit of metallic, or there is a little bit of metallic sheen here, and it's real subtle, but so pretty. And I think that metallic, when it blended with that cerulean, gives it that luster, um, lavender and silver effect to this piece. So it's really pretty. All right, so I'm going to tilt this a little bit. I'm going to bring it back to the center. I'm going to tilt it toward you. And I don't want to go too much. I don't want to lose those beautiful cloud formations on this one. And the beautiful color that's going on here is just stunning. Loving that interplay of colors. It's just breathtaking. Loving our journey into that galaxy this morning. 2 galaxies, and yet the same one. We haven't really moved. But, oh my goodness. I don't know if you could see the beauty of this is just so captivating. I do not want to lose this. And what's happening down the sides is just glorious. Oh, I love this simple color palette. I mean, really, technically it's 3 colors I use: the cerulean and the tallow blue, and the other slightly metallic rich blue in combination. Really worked really well. Let me just get to the undersides and check this out. Again, this was just the straight pour that I did on this one, but it's just so pretty. Really pretty. I know that the paint is going to continue to absorb into the canvas, but I do not think I want to do anything else to it. Let me just check off my sides here. There are some cell structures going on, but I fear that I missed some of those bubbles, so I do want to torch them out a little bit more. There are some cell structures. I did not mean for that to happen, but they're just coming up, and I'm not sure why that is. And I fear there's something happening here that is just not doing what it's supposed to. I may have to tilt it again. I do not want to lose any of that. The beautiful colors that are along the edges, just stunning. And this one is mesmerizing, with the different striations in the colors on the sides are just so glorious this morning. Loving what's going on here. Planet of Diamonds. We got to it. We explored. I thank J. Dalton for this inspiration this morning. Exploring this wonderful universe, or in this case 2. And that was one of the reasons I decided to do the 2 different types of pours. Again, just layering out the paints and doing that straight cloud pour here, and then just kind of moving my wrist around just a little bit. And notice that here, where it was straight, you have more of a cloudy effect, where it's outlined with a gray lavender or silver lavender sort of color around those clouds. And then you've got some beautiful demarcations here, those lines that are interplaying, very ethereal, celestial, galactic, just beautiful. Some more clouds are starting to form here, and as I said, the longer it sits, the more clouds will form. And here there seem to be some cell structures that are just popping through, breaking through that paint. And so what I do want to tilt this one just a little bit, just to see if I can just maybe remove some of those cells. I'm not really liking that piece too much. Although if I leave it, it's kind of comet-like. And so I may just leave it. It's just natural. And I think as the drying process continues, those will continue to pop up and percolate. So let me just wipe down the sides so that the composition remains intact, because if I do not, those drips pull down on the composition and distort it or change it, and I do not want that to happen. This one is, I am not really sure which one I like better. Is it okay to say you like your own work? I'm hoping I did Planet of Diamonds by J. Dalton some justice this morning. The sides are quite glorious. The composition is just breathtakingly beautiful. I do want to take you in for a close-up so that you can see those pores and how each affected or was affected by the method that I used in the pour itself. And those two side by side. And the one on your right was the one where I just did that straight pour without moving my wrist. And then that one I just kind of maneuvered my wrist back and forth. And as I said, the clouds are more pronounced in this one, but this one has just this beautiful, beautiful linear demarcation of all those lines and interplay of the blues and the white that in both actually are turned lavender and silver. Real pretty. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Do hit that subscribe, leave your comments. Sometimes it's more about the journey than the destination. Jamal Crawford. Be good to one another and yourselves. Thank you.